That's gonna work. Sweet! This is so awesome. I had to change my filming schedule a little bit because we're starting to lose daylight in the evening, so it's the morning. And we're gonna try and get that off the trailer today, both of them, so that we can get started cutting off these pieces. So there's just a tack weld on each corner, so I'm just going to go through and cut those off, and then we can get started on assembling the two rings together. Like I said, I'm going to build them by taking the outer rings, taking all the splines out, taking the outer rings and welding the two outer rings to each other, and I think that'll be strong enough. So let's get these off of here. So they're boomered and chained like this one was, and that one I've loosened, the back one, so it's ready to roll. Should be rolling free. I'm not sure how heavy they are. They were loaded on by a... Oh, they're not bad. That's not bad at all. But I probably want the ramps underneath, so let me get those out. I'll get that guy off of there. You get to shove it in here. That sucker's gonna work. Ha! Plenty of room. Yes! Careful, I don't want to put a dent in my perfect bus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to work. I think it's going to be perfect. It's even a little big. Could have even gone probably. The 6-foot won't fit. I don't know if they have a smaller one than the 8-foot that's between the two. Like a 7-footer or 6.5 wouldn't have even worked. That is awesome. Can't believe those are that big. Got plenty of room. It's gonna work. Sweet. So that bus will sit right there and turn 360 degrees right where it's sitting. And that's the plan anyway. It shouldn't be a clearance issue, but if it is, we'll run it between the trusses. I think we're gonna be fine, because even coming up, if I come up another probably 3 feet, I'm okay. It is going to be up a little bit higher. That ring's going to be up a little bit higher than it is right now. Probably about another foot higher. I'll try and keep my roller as low as possible because I want it to be where I can reach it, the bus itself. So that's kind of the plan, is to basically take all this core out, and the bus will become, I don't know why the camera keeps flipping, the bus will then become the core, the center. And so I'll do that twice. I've still got the other ring on the trailer over there. But we'll do that twice, so we'll have 2 rings that are double width, so this plus that, and I think we'll be strong enough. But basically, I just want to go along, and I'll cut it here and here, and it can't come in real far because the bus is going to be in here. But I'm basically just going to weld that all to that, and then go up again that way, and then down below. We'll just do it a number of even times across, but I think that's going to work. So that's kind of the plan. And we have all of those center splines to take out. So these pieces here, the one like I have in my hand, and this gives you a sense of what the inner wall is on that, and it's 1/8 inch, so I think we'll be plenty good. And that's what I was going to have them roll for me, to have these professionally made. So I think it's going to work. And then this plating here is definitely thicker, and we might even be able to incorporate that somehow. That's kind of neat. I might make a lamp or something out of that. We don't let anything go to waste in this place, as I've told you before. I'm going to start taking these suckers apart, and they're just bolted. I've taken all the bolts out of this side, so this side should be ready to drop. Get both of the rings where we can work with them. Should I move Aaron's car? It's pretty close if disaster should strike. Let me move that back. I won't ever hear the end of it if I don't. And that thing's going to want to fall, so I'm going to go get the other ring, and I'm going to fit it in between there to keep that from smashing me. We've got one of them down. Just got to take the second one apart. They come apart pretty easy, so I'll get that second one down and take the pieces that I'm taking off of it and store those, because I'm going to use that metal later. Well, we made pretty light work of that once Aaron got home. It was pretty easy to whittle those down to the 4 rings that we need. And then here's all the steel, the extra stuff that we'll get. Plus I'll get the spokes out of the center. So I'm going to have quite a bit to work with. After I'm done with these, if you didn't watch the little tricycle I built out of the sewing machine, I thought about making this the front wheel on one of those that's for myself, but it'd probably be a little bit big. 8 foot. They'd see you coming through the campground though, wouldn't they? It'd be kind of fun. So I don't know how best to cut these. I'm thinking maybe try the plasma cutter, and if I can't stay close enough to where I need to be, then we'll just get a rotozip wheel or something like that and cut them off. So let me drag one of those over. Actually get something to kind of sit that up on. Probably burn a hole right through that. Let me get plasma cutter set up and we'll see what we can do with that. You know, you're in a girls' welding shop when I went back to get the matching gloves for my teal coat. We got the plasma cutter hooked up, and we're gonna see what that'll do. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. I think I'm going to cut one of those all the way out. So I'm going to go, let's see, right back here in the center, and go ahead and cut that out and see how close I'm getting down here to the ring. I don't want to cut that outer ring. So let me go do that, and I'll bring you over and you can take a peek. So my big concern was I definitely don't want to cut up my outer ring. And I think we can just go around with the plasma cutter and make light work of that. And we won't have to cut up a bunch of blades to do it. So let me go around and get busy on those. I don't even think I blew through anywhere. I think I got them all without... Take you out of the stand here. I think I got all of them without blowing through the outer ring, which is awesome. Yeah, that's definitely a joint there, so I need to make sure I weld that up on the inside. Yay! Got through all of them without blowing through any of them. So now I just need to do that 3 more times. Get busy. Not giving up. Hanging on for dear life. That one there, and probably the next one too, is the one we definitely want to build our rings out of. Or, sorry, our armature that goes back to the car, because those are definitely tougher than that first batch. One more left to go. Still hanging up on a couple down here, I think. I did it. Smells like burning grass out here. I don't think we'd have been able to get through that quickly and that close to the ring with anything but a plasma cutter. I got a little close on that one, but I didn't burn through it. Well, these I'm going to keep separated out from that pile there, so I didn't cut those up yet. We're running out of daylight too. And it's getting a little chilly out here. I want to keep those separate because those are the tougher, stronger pieces of metal. It's actually a lot harder to cut through those than it was this first pile. So we made pretty quick work of that. Took 8 minutes per ring to cut through them, so not too bad. In under an hour, we're through 4 of them. And now the fun begins. Got to weld 2 and 2, find the 2 that are closest in diameter. Actually, I'm probably going to use one from one of the reels and one from the other. And I'm probably going to take a sledge and try and beat some of these areas out that are a little bit. But I feel pretty good about where we are on that. That made tonight's job a lot easier. And I'm getting better on the plasma cutter too. getting to where I can get a little closer in without scoring anything. I probably could go back now and clean those up even a little bit closer. I'm going to leave them for now though, because they'll give me my marking of where I need to put my angle pieces, because they're evenly spaced. So for right now I'm going to leave them. But yeah, happy with that. So with that, everybody, I'll probably sign off on this video here in this pile of hunk of metal. I will say I've learned a lot. Plasma cutting, I'll share with you in a few days, but I'm addicted already. I can tell you that right now. Used a torch before, but that little guy is quite impressive. Amazon, 230 bucks. Totally worth it. So Old Pickle will get a rotisserie here very, very shortly. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.